guys, if you love stained glass, this is your channel to follow. This is Martin from MK Stained Glass, and right now I want to share with you this beautiful specimen we have here. This is a sphere shade. This is an sphere shape stained glass shade. That's a long name. Okay, but the thing is, I want to share with you how beautiful they made it. They made this fish shape three-dimensional. They brought it out from the sphere shape. You know, very beautiful, very, very heavy. And that's what's bringing us to here, to this point. Because the client has problems with it, and those problems are that the light is coming out through the pieces. And you may say, how is that happening? I know if you have seen many of these type of shades, you will know what's happening, but if you don't, then let me explain you. Sphere shape is not like the best shape to carry weight from the center point of it. That is not the best shape, okay? If you make a triangle, that is the best way. But if you make it sphere, then everything will try to pull the weight from the middle and will try to squish instead of, you know, transferring that weight to the right way. Okay, so this is the amazing thing of this kind of shapes, because even though they're not the best shape to carry the weight, they resist a lot. The problem is right now that this is a lot of glass for this diameter to carry. You know, this is a lot of glass for it to carry it, and especially if you bring the glass out, then it's giving a lot of glass. You're adding a lot of glass more to the way that it should be, you know, just maybe 2 or 3 pieces going down. And so right now it's very heavy. If you pull it from here, maybe you may not notice it from the camera, but it's changing the shape, which is normal because, you know, too much. It's just too much to carry from this single point. So I'm assuming it's old because when I was cleaning it, I could see the glue from the copper foil coming out. I don't know if it's going to be visible right now because I cleaned it already, but you can see over there that the copper foil is getting detached from the glass, right? And that's not only happening there, it's happening just a little more down here, see? But it's all over the shape. It's all over the shape. So when we build stuff like this, it is very important for us to add wires from the inside, so they're not visible, but they should have wires, especially if you're building something this big and this heavy. You definitely need wires in the inside, which I'm going to show you that they did it. They add those wires to this beautiful piece. The problem is how big those wires should be. Okay, let's talk about that. Let me turn it, let me flip it. Okay, so here we are in the inside. You can notice that in the past they didn't really take care that much from the inside. The soldering is very thin that you can, you know, pull the copper foil from the glass, which is very common on, old pieces. So another thing I want to show you too is that they add another wire on the outside ring, which is the only thing why I think this is not falling apart yet, because this ring outside is giving strength enough to not squish the center and then break everything apart. But let's see the wires they add. You can see one over here, you can see another one, and the third one. So there are only 3 wires, and look how long they are. Is that about maybe 4 inches, 3.5 inches? So what is the purpose of the wire inside? It's the purpose of the wire is transmitting the weight to a certain point and to give more stability to the piece and strength. Okay, so it's not the same strength that this panel, this lampshade has right here than what it has here. Is 10 times more in here than there. So that's why we should add the wires on it. Okay, so how long the wires should be? There's they could be a mathematical formula to figure it out. The problem is, if you don't want to risk anything, you better take your wire from here to there. Follow it. You have a very beautiful shape here that's going to give you the way to reach the outside. You can go there, you can go here. There's many ways in this particular one that can give you the way to reach the outside ring. So if you have that, then why you don't take advantage of that? So I understand Tiffany was a very, particular person, that he was very talented, she was very talented, he was very talented and everything. But again, there was not enough knowledge at that time how much the wires in the inside will work or will survive, or how much they will carry the weight for the lampshade. Okay, so remember, this is brass. 1,000 times, not 1,000, 100 times harder than tin, which is another 100 times harder than the little copper foil we put in every single piece. So this guy will take care of all this weight. That is enough to carry all this weight. The problem is how we are transmitting that weight to it. The wire should go from the center or whatever is reaching the brass through the outside, and that is going to carry the weight much better, and it will avoid the separation from the inside rings of the lampshade. So that's what I'm about to do, and that's what I promised to the client, that once we add those wires, this will be stronger than which is right now, and it will not fall apart from that inside ring ever. It will not fall apart ever after we add those wires. How many we're gonna add? Maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I will figure it out during the process, and then I will show up the ending product. How is it ending and how strong it looks. Right now, if you try to push over here, it's very weak. The camera may not catch it, but it is very weak. Let me see. You see? Okay. But after we add those wires, it'll be stronger because the wire acts in both ways. to squeezing, and to pulling. Okay, so you will not be able to push in, and you will not be able to pull out. So please stay tuned. This is the right channel for you if you want to find more tips about how to make your stained glass stronger than how it is right now. Again, this is Martin from MK Stained Glass. Please stay tuned for future videos.